Hi, I'm Libby Donaldson, and this is my narrative speech. So, here I go. Okay. So, here at Indiana Bible College, where I attend school, there are a lot of opportunities to be involved in small groups, singing or playing an instrument. And if you make a small group, you can travel all over the United States and sing at different churches, different schools, different events, concerts outside. There's a lot of different things that you can do. And as a freshman coming in last year in 2016, I had the privilege of getting on a small group called Chosen. And I was very, very nervous when I first got to IBC because my sister came to IBC, but I never wanted to be the one that followed in the older siblings' footsteps. Not that that would be a bad thing, but just because I wanted to be my own person. And so I came to IBC very nervous and afraid, and I auditioned vocally, and I made it on Chosen for soprano. And so we hit it off with a bang, and our first Chosen outing was at our local prison here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And it was very scary because I was a young 18-year-old, not really have traveled before, especially for like music and stuff. So it was a very, very cool experience. But as the year went on, Chosen was very, very, very busy. We went out every weekend second semester of last year, and it was completely life-changing. Chosen is made up of 6 singers, 2 sopranos, 2 tenors, 2 altos, and a bass player, 2 guitars. Last year we had an acoustic player, an organ player, a piano player, an aux player, and drums, and a media person, along with brother and sister Gallion. And it was the time of my life. Literally, God knew what I needed when He gave me the opportunity to be in Chosen. So my second semester, we went on tons of different trips. One trip in particular being to Alabama. And Chosen was asked to go to Alabama for their district youth convention. And so we went and sang for the whole conference. We did every service, and it was life-changing. It was kind of different because we didn't know them. They didn't know us, but it was life-changing. And so we got to sing, and I got to meet tons of new people and hang out with the youth of Alabama. And we were there the last day, and the Gallions took us to a hallway in the back of the convention center, and we were about to pray, and they said, guys, there's a church here in Alabama that is wanting us to go and sing for them, and it's up to you guys because we know that you're super tired, super busy. We've been super busy, but we feel in the Holy Ghost that we should take you guys to this church, and that we feel like not only would we minister to them, but we would be ministered to as well. And so all of us said yes, and by saying yes, that meant that we would not be back until that early morning of school starting that Monday. So it would have been really hard to get up for classes, but we all decided to say yes. So we went to Hartselle, Alabama, and when we were at Hartselle, Alabama, I got really, really sick, and I had a fever, and I was just not feeling well, and I just had to push through it. So we were there Saturday evening for practice, and then Sunday morning we had church, and the church was packed out. We were there Sunday morning, Sunday night, and it was insane. Packed out church, such a sweet spirit within the whole congregation. And Sunday evening came around, and we were singing Greater, which was kind of Chosen's song last year, and it got to the bridge of the song, and I felt the urge to go pray with some of their young people. And come to find out, their young people had been really going through a hard time. They were struggling, and I started praying with this young girl, and she was so hungry for the Lord, and I could tell she was crying and wanting something from the Lord. And that night she got the Holy Ghost, and that trip forever changed my life because, one, Chosen was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, and 2, I knew in that moment that where the Lord had me and where He has me now is where I need to be. And I knew why I had chosen to come to IBC. I knew that I felt called to be here. But in that moment in Hartselle, Alabama, at that church Sunday night, I knew that the Lord had called me not just to sing, not just to use my voice to be able to minister to other people, but to use me to pray with people, to speak to people, not just using my voice. And that was the biggest lesson that I needed to learn in my life. And I had always kind of hid behind my voice in a way, but that service forever changed my life. And in conclusion, I am so thankful for the opportunity to be on Chosen last year, my freshman year of IBC, and being under the direction of Brother and Sister Guyan, because it was the best time of my life.